Okay, so short video, Darksoft MVS card, booting it from cold, so I'll come on in a second. It's got 3 games stored in it already, so you see it takes a little while just to think about what it's doing. Hopefully it won't take too long. It's not very interesting while it's booting up, but I guess it's just checking on files, etc. And there we go. And this is the main menu. Now you can leave it here, and you can see there's 3 games in the slots. I can press A, B, or C and load either a Viewpoint, Metal Slug or Strikers, depending on which. Or if I press Start, what it'll do is it'll go in the actual menu and it'll stop booting the games. So this is the menu system. So from here you can do a bunch of stuff. There's a list of games. You can change the menu style a little bit, but just for the sake of showing how quick it is, if you go Blazing Star, if I just press Start, it'll refresh the cartridge, and now it's going to load in Blazing Star, which is quite a hefty game. So let's just see how long it takes. Update the settings, and it's generally pretty quick. The other SD card, I think, takes the SD Neo one takes a few minutes. That's already booted, so that's just loaded in Blazing Star. So now slot 1 is Blazing Star until I decide to change it to something else. Now if you hold down the start button and push to the right, what it'll do is it'll swap slots, because there's 3 slots effectively. What it won't do is it won't run a demo and swap to the next game like a 2 slot or a 4 slot would. It'll run as though it's a single slot. You have to force the swap to the next slot. So there's Metal Slug running, and if I push to the right again and hold start, it'll change to the next game, hopefully. That green is what MVS does anyway, so that's just normal. And if I hold start and push left, it can go back to the previous slot, so you can go either way you want. And there's Strikers. I've got the demo sound off, that's why nothing working. So now you're in the game. If you want to change, you can just hold start, push up for 3 seconds, and it should boot back to the game list. You can tell it to boot straight to the game without going into the game list if you want to. I like it to come on with a game list just to, in case I want to swap the games, otherwise it's a bit of messing around. But the system actually, so far, I've only had it a day. Since I've updated the firmware, most of the games seem to be working okay. Haven't had many issues yet. I know there's a few games that do have a couple of issues, but just for the last game, let's try. We can do a filter here. I can start by letter, something massive. Let's try something like, let's try Samurai Special 5, something like that. This one. If you boot that up, let's see how long it takes to load this one. Obviously, this is one of the last games that came out. Can't remember the meg count on the game, but I'm sure it's pretty hefty. Come up, here we go, please wait. So I'm not sure what it's doing at that point, but it's obviously a reason it has to think about it. And come on. Typical, really, probably. Hopefully it's not crashed. It doesn't really tell you what it's doing, which is a little disconcerting, I suppose. You don't know if it's working or not at this point. Hoping it's working. Who knows? Is it working? Maybe it's crashed. Yeah, could have crashed. But that's the firmware is still being developed, so you expect a few errors here and there. This game definitely works because I had it on yesterday, so I don't know what's happened there. Let's just turn it on and off again one more time. Let's try that again. Is it still filming? I think what will happen there, because it's crashed, it'll probably just boot back up into the 3 games I already had stored in the memory. Remember, I've just put Blazing Star on, so it should have saved Blazing Star at the first slot, theoretically. It's a decent piece of kit though. It just looks like a normal MVS cartridge with a sort of slot on the side for an SD card, so it's dead easy to put the ROMs on and update the firmware. The other thing you're not seeing is, there you go, Blazing Star, still saved. If you really want to, you can have music on the menu. I've turned it off because I find it a little bit annoying, to be honest, but it's got a classic tune which you can put on here. There we go. It's Beverly Hills Cop, Axel F. I prefer to have it off, to be honest. So maybe if we try Samurai Shodown again one more time and then we'll finish. So if I select it, you can select the slot you want to put it in. So I could overwrite Blazing Star or Strikers or Metal Slug. So let's try it in a different slot. Maybe we do that one, overwrite Metal Slug, and see what happens when it loads now. Maybe this time it'll work. Is it still filming? Fingers crossed. You can also go into the normal MVS settings if you want, like you would on a normal cartridge, or black and white menu. All that just works like normal. So effectively it's just like having the MVS carts, so it's pretty cool. Let's go to a black screen again, which is a little bit disturbing. Oh, there we go. Cool, I think it's worth this time. There's the green screen, there we go, there's Samurai Shodown. Oh, that's obviously got a bit of an error. So there's something that needs reporting. Luckily there's a website where you can report like errors and mistakes. That's not particularly working, so I guess now I've got a video of it. I can always put that on the forum and they'll get it fixed, I'm sure, but everything else is fine. So that's really it. A few issues, most games work fine. I've had 8-man on, Metal Slugs 1, 2, 3, Polestar, all those work perfect. Samurai's not working for some reason. Could be a conflict with the two games in memory, I don't know, because it was working yesterday, but there it is. Thanks.